morning. Hello. This is Fibertown, and this is episode 151. It's the 27th of May, 2016. Welcome, everybody. Hello. I hope you're all well. Thanks for hanging out with me. This is going to be a short episode. So, yes, it's Wednesday morning. It's overcast. I had to put on a sweater today. This is my, what is this called? Nanook. This is my Nanook out of some handspun that from a Cotswold Coopworth fleece. And I do adore it. So I'm happy to wear a sweater today. That's fine. You can wear it like this. You can wear it like this. I just love it. I'm wearing an FO, a sewing FO. It's another Alabama Channon tunic. This one is out of some $3 a yard purple jersey. It's not as purple as it looks on the screen. The lighting is weird today. I did open seams, I guess open floating seams, and then I did an embroidery down each side with my sewing machine. It was sort of successful, but I just love these because they're great for under knitted cardigans. So that is, I just showed you an FO. And of course now Alice is saying that she wants to go outside. Hi, babe. How you doing? So she might come. Oh, you do want to come. Okay. Hi. Oh, she's popped herself up. She says, "You're podcasting? Let me say hi." Hi. It's Alice. Alice, say hi to the camera. This is Alice. Did I say my name? I'm Emily. Emily and Alice. We sound like turn of the last century sisters, don't we? Emily and Alice. So old-fashioned, our names. My name used to be old-fashioned when I was growing up. But then there was a run on the name Emily, and every little girl in the Target answers to Emily, it seems. About 15 years ago that was. Do y'all remember that? Okay, pretty girl. Go and finish your breakfast. Okay, come on. So today I have some businessy kind of things to talk about. I have an FO, a knitting FO, other than the sewing one. I finished my other dress, by the way. The washi dress that I was wearing last week is done. It's definitely more of a house dress. Yeah, I'll stick to quilting cotton the next time. Or linen blend, maybe perhaps. I have some works in progress and I have spinning. That's it. Short. So let's start with an introduction. So this is Vicki from Plymouth, Michigan, in the southeastern part of the state, which is near where I grew up in Ann Arbor. 70 years young, and she does all the crafts. She's gone back, let's see. She's gone back and watched all of the podcasts. Vicki, that is so wonderful. So you have been subject to a lot of ridiculousness, I suppose, but I am super thrilled that you watched and you are still here. And thank you for introducing yourself. She has, oh goodness, she's a bird person. She has an English budgie and a Jenday conure, who is a rescue bird. Birdies. She sews, embroiders, does beading, knits, crochets, and she is learning to spin. So that's excellent. Thank you so much, Vicki. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Let's see. The Nature Along goes until the end of the month. So that's what, in a few days? You guys, it's almost May. Are you ready for the word for May? The word for the knit-along for May is friends, which seemed appropriate because Maryland Sheep and Wool, it's very much about hanging out with friends, and yeah. So relate your knitting to that word in some way. I cannot wait to see what you guys come up with. And I thought it was overcast enough that I wasn't going to get a glare on my glasses, but I might have to take these off. Okay. So the winner of the April knit-along will win the download of the Coffee with CC ebook. So I will draw for that next time. This weekend Sarah and I may be recording an episode of Fiber West. Fingers crossed that will work out. So yeah, look for that soon, hopefully. And then next week is the week before Maryland Sheep and Wool. So the following week should be an acquisitions podcast. Oh my goodness. Do you hear her scratching at the door? Alice. I I'm trying to determine whether it's an actual I need to go out or it's excuse me, or if it's there are birds in my yard and I need to chase them away. I think it's the birds. But she did just eat. All right. Okay, so I'm going to show you my FO. It's the exploration station. It's off the needles. It has been washed. I did not need to block it. Here, I'll show you. Here it is. I think it's bigger than my wingspan. It's at least, I think it's 7 feet long. So, boom. This took me 3 weeks, start to finish. Got all of my knitting attention to the detriment of my mitered square blanket and my the sweater I'm knitting on right now, the Threshold. And this thing is a blanket. Who called it? Which podcaster was calling it a schlanket? Not this particular shawl, but yep. So this is all hand-spun farm yarns. And oh, can you hear the dog crying? Goodness. All right, hang on. If you are just going to chase birds away, sit down. Down. Uh-oh. All right, I think it was a squirrel. Okay, you may hear bird song, you may hear construction noises. I don't know what's going on. Now my hair is a mess. I could futz with my hair in front of the screen forever. It's just a mess all the time. Okay, back to this. All hand spun farm yarns. In fact, this past week I spun the border. This was out of my Rambouillet Corriedale Cross Opal. I did a 3-ply, 150 yards, basically took care of the border. It's really too bad I didn't save this for Stash Dash. I have no idea what the yardage is. I could estimate. It's a lot. It's a lot. I have not estimated yet. So yeah, you have the wedges. You have the brioche, which was a first for me, and put me back in the beginner mindset. And I think what really freaks me out most about that is that I didn't know how to read my knitting. You know, I'm experienced enough that I know how to read my knitting in all types of knitting, but that was new for me. I didn't know what to expect, so it threw me into a tizzy. But I'm glad I did it. And then this is Sassy Slips. Now these three sections right here are full of fudging it. I did not do what Mr. West prescribed. In fact, like this one is all stripes and it's stockinette. It's supposed to be garter-ish in the pattern. Now the border I did do as he wrote it. And so yes, so many sheep in here. This was Cotswold, Lamb, and Clenforest, and Hog Island, and an Alpaca Silk BFL bat, and Finn. There's all sorts of stuff in this section. This was the bat plus Hog Island. That's really pretty. The slip stitch section took forever because half of the rows in a repeat were knit one, purl one, I think. Took forever. So it's not your standard exploration station in terms of heaviness of the yarn. It is a blanket. I don't think I'm ready for my Shackleton expedition in this. I could wear this and survive Arctic weather. It's so warm. All the yarns are woolen spun because that's how I roll in general. Ta-da! That is my exploration station. I need to attempt to photograph it. Yeah, it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. It was a lot of fun to knit. A lot of fun to knit. So, as I said, I just blocked it. I did not do any pinning out or put wires in it. I dunked it and I hung it like this over a rod in my laundry room and let it hang down. And it has just, it's straightened out. It fluffed up. It smells wonderful. Feels wonderful. I love the Cotswold lamb. Oh, and the Flat Island. Is that the one? Is that what it was called? Yeah. Those two really bloomed up a lot. And this has just reconfirmed my love of Finn yarn. That's the section here. So squishy and nice. So there you go, my exploration station. A lot of natural yarns, farm yarns, hands fun. Okay, everything else is gonna feel like kind of anticlimactic. So my other work in progress, one of my other works in progress, is a sock that has gotten very little done on it. It's a West Yorkshire Spinners, mostly, and they have come out with a new line of cocktail-inspired yarns, and I'm going to need some of those. The passion fruit one looks like just up my alley. The colors are great. The tequila sunrise looks fun too, so I'm going to have to order myself some. The other work in progress is brand new, and all that has been knit on it has been knit in a day. This was, Alice is grooming herself. It's really noisy and gross. This is a cowl out of some naturally dyed merino. Oh gosh, let me see if I can get it right. Is it Abundant Earth? I think it's from Shop Teasel. She has been playing with natural dyes. I don't think she sells them as yet. I don't know if she's planning on it, but look how beautiful. She sent me, so this is from a local shepherd, locally milled in Washington State, and she has dyed, I mentioned the dyes she used on another podcast, but I'm going to attempt to remember some of them. Purples are logwood, and I think this is cochineal or madder. I don't know what that is. Maybe some of them are cooch. I don't think these were marigold, but just look at how fun. And I've done this slip stitch pattern that is in the Geek Socks, which is a free knitty pattern. I started with a provisional cast on, which I really like the provisional cast on that you do with a crochet needle, but you do it over the knitting needle. It's very fast. And then you don't have to go and pick up the purl bumps on the crochet chain. You just unravel it, and there are your stitches. So the inside looks like this right now, but when it's done, the reason I did the provisional cast on is that I'm doing a lining. And this is out of cashmere silk that I've had in my stash for forever. So I did a few purl rows to make for a nice fold right here. And then I've just continued knitting with this lining yarn that I'm holding double. I think it's Superior is the name of the yarn. I don't remember the name of the actual company. Forgot the ball band, but I'll bring it next time. Maybe Filatura di Crosa. I'm not sure. So once the lining is about the length of this entire thing, then I will take out the provisional cast on and either Kitchener them together or do some sort of 3-needle bind off. I'm not sure what's going to happen at the bind off. But yes, these yarns really wanted to get knit up. Look how fun they are. I thought I was going to make mitts, but I'm very glad that this is a cowl now. So yeah, this is an Aran weight yarn, this merino, and I knit it on US 9s, which is a 5.5 millimeter. And the interior is smaller still, even though it's held double, and I have the on 7s, double points. Birdies. Jan Smiley bag, I love this one. All right, that's it, except for spinning. And, oh, here they are, they're on my lap. So I mentioned that I spun for the border of the Enchanted Mesa. Well, that was a 3-ply. And then I started sampling my Moneypenny fiber. Moneypenny is a Shetland ewe from the Ross Farm. Oh, itchy nose. Excuse me. But before I tell you more about her, have you looked at the Handspun Shelf hashtag on Instagram? There's a contest, and the prize is some gorgeous bats, as well as a Turtle-Made supported spindle. So there's so much inspiration. I just adore looking at these pictures. They're gorgeous. So let us see your handspun stash. Okay, hashtag handspun shelf. Okay, so Moneypenny, I sampled a 2-ply and a 3-ply. I have not washed them. This is the 2-ply, and this is with her darker, this is with the Fleckit color, which is really coming out very heathered. This is the 3-ply. Clearly, this wants to be a 3-ply. Now, this is just a little wee bit, like 2 yards of a 2-ply. And both of them are unwashed. So I'm not giving this enough credit. It's not finished and whatnot, but look at the plumpiness of this. Plumpiness is a word, as of now. So squishy, so soft, so heathery. Look, there's a little piece of hay. So I'm going to spin the 2 colors separately and have 2 different color yarns. Well, this one really is heathered. The Emskit, which is a white color, is going to be pretty solid, I think. But not the Fleckit. Yes, more farm yarns are coming. So yes, and I suspect you'll see some farm yarns after the Maryland, or some farm fleeces after the Maryland Sheep and Wool episode. The Maryland fleece sale is really, I don't think it compares to the Rhinebeck one, frankly. It's so much more of a shepherding show. I feel like that there's a lot more fleece choices at Maryland. Alrighty, I guess that's it. We are under 20 minutes. Everything this week was all about this. So a short show for you guys, which is a little tidbit, is sometimes nice. If you're trying to watch a lot of podcasts, and a lot of them are an hour, hour and a half, here's a little tidbit for you guys. All right, with that, you all take care. Enter your handspun shelves, enter your nature alongs, and get ready for the friend along. Take care. Bye-bye.